In the last decade, more than 45,000 Americans have died by suicide each year. When it comes to mental health struggles, many may feel like they're alone. But a Rapid City-based group is working to change this. Tyler Louder explains their mission in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND.
Everyone's mental battles are different. Something that might feel small to one person is much more complex to others.
Suicidality is very complex, and I think a lot of people, when someone does pass away to suicide, they look kind of at just one big life stressor, whether that's someone losing their job or they struggle with this, but it is far more complex than that, than any of us could truly understand. And that is why it is important to cover all of the resources needed in getting that person help.
Be Here works with many local resources and even the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention to bring more awareness and help around Rapid City.
If you're worried about someone, if you're kind of just picking it up that this person seems off, you've known them a long time, you just kind of feel it in your gut, reach out and have that conversation. A lot of people hesitate about reaching out and having these conversations because they're afraid, they're not sure what to say. This is a time to be there, be supportive.
Be Here is currently in their second year, and this past year were able to donate over $3,000 to local resources through money raised from their clothing line and more. When it comes to mental health, whether that be something smaller to others versus bigger to the person struggling, you never truly know who is going through these battles. And with Be Here, they want to make sure that everyone is both educated in the factor of helping out their community, as well as those that are struggling, knowing that there are those out there that are there for them. Back in 2023, there were an estimated 1.5 million suicide attempts across the nation.
Being there for somebody struggling with mental health will never be easy, but that doesn't mean it's not important. And that's why we need to educate people on where to guide them in those resources, because you can be there for a friend, you can be there for a loved one, but getting them to the right resources in that time of need is what is also really important.
Resources such as calling 988, Pivot Point, and others in Rapid City can help get you or your loved one in the right direction.
We educate people on how to take care of their physical health. We need to educate people on how to take care of their mental health. And a lot of this, again, is just changing the culture around mental health. We want people to be aware, know of the warning signs and risk factors, and be more comfortable having these conversations. Again, the more that we have these conversations, the more normalized they'll be.
Reminding people that they matter and that they deserve to be here, while also getting people the resources that they need and also getting people the education that they need, because a lot of people just don't know about these resources, and that is the biggest thing of getting people mental health help, is knowing where to connect them in those times of needs.
Staying educated and having conversations around mental health can make a big difference. And simply being there for someone could help save a life you didn't know needed to be saved. With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Tyler Louder.
Be Here is hosting a free Talk Saves Lives event November 22nd at Pure Bean Coffee in Rapid City.